That was ours. Wow! Yo, no ammo!
What is going on, guys? Today my name is the Boogiest and I'm here helping you get to around 70 plus using this nice Ascension strategy, which will allow you to keep your perks without the monkeys taking all of them, and doing this so without Pack-a-Punch. And now I've been able to do this on average in 4 hours up until around 70. After that gets a little tricky, but until then, here's how you do it. So, in your Gobblegum pack, you're most likely going to want to run this setup, and I will get to you in a moment why it's essential. You probably want to run Power Vacuum. I would highly recommend you use Power Vacuum starting on round 58, because that will give you a nice sweep from around 58 to around 70. The reason because so many zombies will spawn, your Thunder Gun won't be able to do too much after a certain round. Next up we have Alchemical Antithesis, or just Alchem. This is a really good one, especially when you're running low on ammo. Now I wouldn't recommend using this until probably after around 70, but since it isn't a rare mega, you could get as many of these as you want, so really take advantage of that. Next up we have Soda Fountain. Now this one is a little, this one gives you an option. You could run Soda Fountain or you could run Perkaholic, but at the moment I do not have any Perkaholics, so I have no choice but to run Soda Fountain, but this one works fine too. Next up we have Immolation Liquidation, and this one is gonna definitely come in handy. In fact, this is a must. I recommend running at least 3 to 5 of these, just due to the fact that once the box leaves on the first run, you can't really get to it afterwards, and I'll explain that too later. So you're gonna want to run as many of these as you can. I would recommend having at least 3. Now you could run Raindrops. Now I would recommend running Raindrops or Cachet back, just for the sole purpose so you can get ammo. But I know this would also come in handy if you want to get another perk if you do lose a perk, but I'll be telling you how to prevent that as well. What I've also discovered is with Immolation Liquidation, you could hit the box around 4 times, 4 times maximum, I would say. So that gives you, and it comes with 3, so in total you get 12 activations, you get 12 box hits. You're going to need as many as you can, because we're really going to be hunting for the Thunder Gun and the Ray Gun. On a side note, I do not recommend using your Soda Fountain or your Perkaholic until you have a stable gun. So I would highly recommend going for a Ray Gun or just something that's really good from the box using your Immolation Liquidation. Another essential is that there are certain doors you want to buy. Those include this one right here. Another is this door right here, so that you can obviously turn on power and get some more box hits going for your Thunder Gun or Ray Gun Mark II. Another thing is to not buy this door. You never want to buy this, or of course any door that allows you to get access to Meal Kit or Speed Cola. Another door that you don't want to buy is this one, because this one will allow the monkeys to go up the stairs into the Meal Kit room or the Speed Cola room. You shouldn't be able to access any, but another door you don't want to buy is this one right here, because this one will allow the monkeys to get to stamina up, and then they're able to take that, and that gives you more stress throughout the round. But the fourth door that you do want to buy is this door down here. So this one here, the one that allows you to get to the area with the RK5 and the Widow's Wand, and then the door that allows you to go all the way up to box and no further. If you have enough money, you want to purchase one from here, which will give you Double Tap and Deadshot Daiquiri, because those are the only 2 perks that can be given out of that machine on this map. You do want to purchase a perk from here, which will probably give me Deadshot Daiquiri or Double Tap. Perfect. This is obviously a monkey round whenever you see the red sky, so you just want to rush as fast as you can down to this location where the zombies will only be going for Quick Revive and Juggernog. As long as you do not allow them to touch either machine, you will be straight. And upon not buying the upstairs door, downstairs monkeys will only be able to come up through this way. And in this game, the monkeys cannot drop down like in Block Ops 1. So you can actually start going upstairs from this point after you've killed the zombie that spawns at that first lander. Free perk. Buying this again will give me another free perk and a liquid dividium. That works. But it'll give me double tap and Widow's Wand, which actually works out very well. On a side note, if you do receive Mule Kick before getting your Thunder Gun, I recommend buying a third weapon and pay attention to that gun being in the third slot, because if you do go down after receiving the Thunder Gun as your third weapon, putting it in the third slot, you will lose it, so be very mindful of that. Now, when you're training, it's best to follow a zigzag formation so you don't end up running into zombies, and you want to save as much Thunder Gun ammo as you can. So you really don't want to just be spending the ammo, you know, dodging zombies. You want to spend it killing as many zombies as you can, which would be 24, which is the max amount of zombies that can be let out at one time with only one player in the game. So. Okay, so this is the monkey round, round 12. I think it's like 4 or 5 rounds from the last round. But what you want to do is jet all the way down to that first location, making sure that the zombies do not tap your machine on your quick revive or juggernaut. One monkey will always usually spawn right there. And if not, then they'll spawn up down here. Another thing to keep in mind is that if you do end up getting Widow's Wine before you get your other last perk, then they might take that, which is a little downside. But on the bright side is the next round, when you do lose your Widow's Wine, you will get your free perk, and you'll be able to get Widow's Wine again as your last perk. And there you have it. You have all of your 8 perks, and I will show you how to defend at least 7 of them, being the fact that 2 cannot be attacked because the Deadshot Daiquiri and the double tap aren't on the map, and the fact that the monkeys will only go for 2 perks at a time, no more, no less. There's a chance they might not even go for your Widow's Wine, and they'll just be going for Juggernaut and Quick Revive. Do not be afraid to go ahead and pop an Alchem. But do make sure that you do leave 2 bullets left so that you are able to get as much bullets as possible. Just as easy as 1 burst on a crowd of at least 10 zombies will give you just about max ammo, so really take that to your advantage. If you're like me, lucky enough, they won't be trying to take your Widow's Wine. As you can see, they were only going for my 2 perks downstairs in spawn room, which was Juggernaut and Quick Revive. But that's pretty much basically how you keep all of your perks and make it to high rounds as fast as possible without the necessity of Pack-a-Punch, since you will be having a very strong Ray Gun Mark II and a Thunder Gun. Other things you should know about the power vacuum, which is why you have it on, using it at round 58. If you have 3 of them, you could use it at round 58 all the way up until round 70, or however you want, but that's how I do it to get there as quick as possible. I do have a short clip of gameplay of me using so, but before I hit to that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and enjoy. Thanks for watching.